Namaste, yogis. The light in me, and the light just came out. The light in me honors the light in you, and in the light, we are one. I'm really excited to continue exploring our inner warrior archetype in the Warrior series, where we showcase Virabhadra, the fierce avatar warrior of Shiva, in Hatha Yoga and in Primal Movement. So in previous videos, we've explored all of the warrior archetypes that are stationary in Hatha Yoga, and we are also exploring the warriors that have their own flow in Primal Movement. Primal Movement, created by the amazing Liz Arch, is a fully embodied movement practice that weaves together yoga asana, martial arts, and self-healing qigong, where we tap into our own internal medicine to create a state of well-being within. And what is that medicine? Our chi. In yoga, this is called prana, and I call it the light. And we are here to ignite the light within. Today, we explore the Spearing Warrior archetype associated with the element of metal and the emotion of unexpressed grief. We will use our arms like swords for boundary purposes, to block things that do not serve, and to send us in the direction with which we are going, rising out of stuck emotions like grief to empower, inspire, and to support us to move forward in life. So join me on the mat and let's get lit. All right, yogis, join me in the opening stance for Primal Movement, known as Wuji stance. We're going to take our feet just past hip width apart, fan out your toes, suction cup the feet, and give a little buoyant shimmy shake. And as you plug into the element of earth, begin to rise tall to Father Sky. Line up head over heart, heart over pelvis, and as we plug in, begin to cultivate Ujjayi pranayama, that oceanic wave-like yogic breath that anchors the mind down into the body. Swallow gently, create a little space in the back molars, and as you soften lips and tongue, drag the breath gently along the back of the nose and the throat to create that hushing quality deep within. You can close the eyes for a moment and let your drishti, your focal point or your gaze, be at the third eye, or if the eyes are open, have a soft gaze at a point, something preferably not moving, and begin to widen the scope of your gaze so you can see your peripheral vision at the same time. Shoulders are off the chest, and we come into the practice together as one. Let's exhale fully, dragging the breath, inhale through the nose, dragging breath, exhale. Good, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And let's begin the tapping practice. So we're going to twist to the left and tap, and then to the other side and tap. And continue. So softly blink the eyes open if they were closed. Find your focal point as we knock at the door of life. We are calling forth and waking up our chi. In yoga, this is called prana. I like to call it the light. It is our internal medicine, our vital life force energy. Go to the ribs. So in Eastern traditions, we wake up the body, wake up the vital life force, the chi and the light through tapping, shaking, and circling the joints. Lung and kidney points. And there's an invitation for humming, sighing. Sounding is so welcome here as we open up the throat, waking up the body, preparing for our practice today, as we come into the Spearing Warrior flow, ribs. We are acclimating and using the element of metal to cut through things that no longer serve us. And we are rising in resiliency out of stuck emotions. And the emotion associated with metal is unexpressed grief, the lung meridian, hips. So this practice helps you find the direction that you're going, metaphorically speaking, and it cuts through things. It's very empowering and one of my favorite flows Slow it down. And shake it out. We're going to do an abbreviated tapping practice. We're going to take the right fist. You're going to go to the lung point where the shoulder meets the chest. In Chinese medicine, this is known as the point of sadness. So with a loose wrist, as you begin to knock at the door, we begin to open up this point where things can get stuck and stagnant. So deep breathing here, and again, humming, sighing, oming, moaning is welcome. Anything to release the tension that may have gathered here, or that keeps us stuck and heavy. Let's lift that left arm, and we're going to turn the palm face up, and we're going to start to tap down this inner arm line. This is the lung meridian. So going up and down the arm, we are tapping what is known as the nadi, which translates to little rivers in Sanskrit. And so you can think of tapping these energetic lines or rivers that are associated with the organ, the lung. Go to the palm of the hand. This is your pericardium. So tapping the arm like this, tapping the hands, we're waking up the chi in our arms, in our palms, preparing for movement. Flip the palm, we're going to lower the arm as we travel up the heart line, and we go to the gallbladder channel here, where we can carry the weight of the world in the trapezius. Return to the point of sadness. Fluttering lips is also welcome to release tension. Good. Slow it down. And like a snake shedding the skin, grab the shoulder and peel off that energy that you no longer need and flick it away. Pause and feel for a moment. You might feel a vibration, a little humming, percolating sensation. That is your chi. Left hand to right lung point and begin tapping with a loose wrist. Proud chest as we clear the point of sadness. Deep breath here, really getting the ujjayi moving through the body. Relaxing shoulders, neck is growing tall. As we raise that right arm, we tap down that lung meridian, the yin side of the arm, going up and down. Keep the feet strong, growing tall as we plug in and wake up our body. Let's travel to the pericardium in the palm of the hand. Flip the palm. We're going to lower that arm as we travel up to the trapezius again. Notice if anything is different about this side and you're just checking in. Back to the point of sadness. Slow it down. And then peel off that energy. Good. Let's widen the feet. We're going to hinge from the hips, and the OK symbol is going to tap the backs of the kidneys, the batteries of the body. This can be really tender, so just be mindful about how you're tapping. Belly draws in to support. And then turn the fist forward and tap the glutes. This is the gallbladder channel. And we're just waking up the outer and inner leg line. Going down gallbladder, we squat deep from the hips. We go down to the ankle. We come into the inseam and we travel up that inner leg line. Liver, stomach, spleen channels to the bikini area and bend, tap, bend, tap. 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Hands on the hips, circling the joints. For the full tapping sequence, you can look up the video Tap Into Your Power, and it's a full exercise to warm and wake up your body, which is great for any movement practice. Reverse the direction. And then come center. Let's step the feet together. We're going to bring the hands to the third eye in prayer. I'll turn to the side. We're going to do arm swing backs. We're going to swing the elbows back, lift high onto the tiptoes, thud the heels, and come back to the third eye. With a sharp exhale, out of the nose, swing back and lift the heels. Follow me and begin. So we're hugging our ankles toward one another. And this wakes up the toes, the plantar fascia, the Achilles, and it travels up into the calves, which you should feel almost immediately, and up the legs. and into the torso. The heel drops are a tool for recalibrating the nervous system and is very helpful in grounding the body as we prepare for movement. Now, as you exhale sharply out of the nose, we are clearing the nasal passages, we are opening the shoulder girdle, and we are opening chest and strengthening the back body in the upper back. This is an exercise in and of itself, and we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's interlace the fingers and roll the wrists, getting a little synovial fluid moving there, and then reverse the direction, and then shake it out. Turn to center, and we're going to go right into shaking down the tree. So come to Wuji stance position, and then find those heel drops the way you just did, and begin to ignite your light. So shaking down the tree, or what is known as opening the 7 gates, you can think of the 7 chakras, is a way to really get the chi moving through the body. Now, what I love about shaking down the tree, it puts me in direct contact with my chi when I close. So notice my elbows are very loose, my wrists are loose, and I'm flicking everything down. Heels are not alternating. At the same time, we are grounding with heel drops. You can turn it into your own dance party. And so remember, shaking is one way to release tension. Let's say you're over animated. Maybe you were in traffic all day, or you had a heavy workload, whatever it is. This helps get it off your back. Deep breathing. Again, you can let out any kind of noise to release the throat. So this works to release heat and stress, and at the same time, when we're feeling sluggish and stuck or have these heavy emotions, I'm pointing to the points of sadness, where we can kind of round in, we can get stuck. Sadness can feel heavy like a rock, or like a security blanket that's a little too heavy, right? And sometimes we need to get that energy moving. So shaking down the tree works in both ways. It releases heat, and it can also create heat through movement. It's great for waking up, and it's also great for releasing your day to go to sleep. We're here for 3, 2. Now back to Wuji, and feel the body. Really let that exhale release any tension. Feel that humming, effervescent quality, your light, your prana, your chi, your medicine. Exhale fully. Pulling down the sky, we're going to take the arms out to the side, shoulders are relaxed. Shrug a little bit as we turn fingertips in, and then ground the energy straight down through the central column. Inhale like you're drawing an energetic boundary bubble around your body. Fingertips turn in and ground the energy. This is called pulling down the sky. So inhale, long waist as we reach to Father Sky. Pause on breath, fingertips turn in. Long neck as we ground down to Mama Earth. Little pause. 2 more. Inhale. Fingers in. Exhale. Good. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's step to the top of the mat. If you'd like to create an intention around how you are cultivating your inner warrior, take that now. Or just be with your breath. Yogi's choice. Good. Last breath. Big inhale. Breathe into it. Exhale. Send it out. Good. Lower the arms in Tadasana. Fingers touch like the tips of a sword. Remember, this is the element of metal. We're going to roll the biceps out and hug our frontal ribs in and feel the expansion already in the collarbone region and the chest. Lengthen the neck by reaching fingertips for the floor and exhale fully. Hugging the ribs in. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, biceps to ears. Fingertips turn out, reach out and down. Exhale. Biceps spiral out. Inhale. Turn fingers. Exhale. Good. One more time. Swords to ears. Inhale. Hollow the belly. And then reach out and down to the ground and bow the head in and look at the knees. Hug your elbows in and hollow your belly as you shake the head yes and shake the head no. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, lean into the toes, stretching the calves. Exhale, fold in. Inhale with a flat back, rise all the way up, swords to ears. Touch the prayer, remember your intention. Sama stitihi, new present moment. Inhale, rise. Maybe you touch the tips of your swords and look up in prayer. Exhale, hinging from hips, flat back takes you down and in. Inhale, press fingers and lift the heart. Exhale, step back to your plank, lower the knees for cat-cow. Hasta Bandha, we grab the floor like gecko hands, tiger paws, claws, and talons. Wrap the elbows back. We arch the back, look up. Exhale, pressing round. Inhale, arching. Exhale, pressing. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Good, come to center. We're going to warm up by pressing the heels back so much that our knees lift 1 inch off the ground. Wrap the elbows back with a long neck. Give me 3 breaths here in hovering table. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, high tiptoe downward facing dog. Really fan out the toes here. Press evenly through both hands. Take the frontal ribs in and down. And with chin in and back, we lengthen through the tail and the back of the neck. Let's bend the left knee. We're going to have the right heel descend to the floor. Push evenly through the hands and keep hugging the front ribs in. If at any time you need to flutter lips or use sound or shake out the head, do that to release tension. High tiptoe inhale, right knee bends, left heel descends, press evenly through the hands. Good, slowly pedal the feet. And then shift forward to your plank pose. Flex the heels away from the crown of the head, pull the front ribs in and lengthen the tail and reach through the crown of the head. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, lower the knees, look up and lower the ribs to the floor. Point the toes. Inhale, high cobra. Press through the hands, the hips go back to the heels. Take a bow. Crawl the hands forward, lengthen the tail. Take a big inhale into the back body. And belly draws back as you exhale. Good, downward facing dog. Oh, hello, Yogi Babbitt. When you find your down dog, let both knees bend gently and sway the hips side to side as you hug the ribs in. Now you're pressing the ribs toward the quads and notice if your knees are locked. With the bend in the knee, we get more into the soleus muscle, the Achilles, and deeper parts of calf. So find that versus locking the legs. Shake out head, flutter lips. And then pedal the feet and walk the feet to the hands, toes spread and touch. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, belly draws in, we fold. With a flat back, we rise all the way up, swords to the ears. Prayer touch, long neck, samastitihi. Inhale, arms and swords rise. Prayer touch. Exhale, flat back takes you down, folding in. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back. We shift forward with our toes and we lower if you're ready for Chaturanga. Inhale to your cobra or Urdhva Mukha. And then exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Step the feet together, right leg rises, gaze up at the toes, and we drop them down and in. Bend the standing leg and press evenly through the hands. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out.
Good. Bend that knee. We open the hip out to the side. Look under the right armpit. Lift the left. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Square off, point the toe to the sky, and then exhale, bring the knee to the nose. We're going to kick the foot between the hands, spin the back foot flat, and we rise up, Virabhadrasana 2. So as we claim the space, we hinge from the hip crease, and we descend the thigh and try to parallel that thigh to the mat. Relax the shoulders. You can give a little flutter. Little wave through the arms, and then settle in. Glance down the cheeks to see the big toe as you suction cup both feet. Give me 3 breaths here as we begin to warm and wake up, preparing for Spearing Warrior flow. Inhale 1. Exhale. Soft jaw. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale. Good. Flip the palms. Coming into a dynamic Warrior 2, we're going to straighten the front leg, reach the arms up, touch your sword tips together, and then turn the palms out. Ground the energy and gaze over the middle finger. Inhale, long waist. Exhale, long neck. That knee tracks over the second toe. Inhale. Exhale. One more like this. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Flip the palms. We're going to reverse our warrior and then cartwheel the hands to the floor, finding our plank. Shift forward, lower chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. And exhale, Adho Mukha. Step the feet together. The left leg rises as you gaze up at the toes. Turn them down and in. So here we neutralize the hips in this first 3-legged dog. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Now point the toe, bend the knee, open the hip out to the side. Feel the difference as we gaze under the left armpit. Lift the right, opening up front body. Take a big inhale here and exhale. Square off, point the toe to the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Step the foot forward, pivot the back heel, and rise up, Virabhadrasana 2. Claim your space. So traditionally, the feet are right under the wrists. We line up head over heart and heart over pelvis. As you suction cup the feet, glance down the cheeks to see your big toe and breathe nice and deep here, and you can release tension, giving a little wave-like movement here, and then settle in. Take a big inhale through the nose and a big exhale. Let's do a little dynamic Warrior 2 to flush the hip. Flip the palms. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Prayer touches overhead. Long waist. Exhale, swords down. Tracking over the second toe. Look over the front fingers. Inhale, arms rise, long waist. Exhale, knee tracks, long neck. 2 more. Inhale. Flushing. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Flip the palms. Reverse your warrior. Cartwheel the hands to the floor. Step to your plank. Moving through your vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale. Cobra or Urdhva Mukha. You can take a bow or move over the toes. Downward facing dog. Give me a big inhale and a big exhale. All right, coming into Spearing Warrior flow. Step the feet together, right leg rises. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Step the foot forward, spinning the back foot. Rise, Warrior 2. Now we're going to move through this dynamic Warrior 2. We flip the palms. As we straighten the front leg, turn the toes in to the long edge of the mat. Cross your left hand in front and squat into horse stance. So horse stance with crossed arms creates what is known as blocking horse. This blocks my heart. No one gets to my heart unless they are allowed in. These are my boundaries. So symbolically speaking, This X is such a nice, powerful way. Even if you hold this stance for a while, this brings so much heat and kind of takes you out of that feeling of stuckness and empowers your boundaries, symbolically speaking. Press the knees out, suction cup the feet, and feel the shape of your body and how it feels to be in this stance. Give me 3 breaths as we open up the inner groin and build heat. Inhale, 1. Exhale, relax jaw and shoulders. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. From here, that left arm is going to go over the head as we shift into the left leg, straightening the right. The right arm comes down with a little bend in the elbow. Come back to the blocking horse. Doing that together, slowly, find it with a little pop. Sharp exhale. Double block stance. Come back to blocking horse. Take a big inhale. Trying it fast. Exhale, double block. One more time like that. Come back, inhale. Exhale, double block. Good. From here, shift the feet back to the Warrior 2 position. The top arm comes down. We grab our sword, and there we are. We have our spear, metal element. Now look how deep the legs are. This points you in the direction you're going for 3, for 2, and 1. Cartwheel the hands to the floor. Step back to your plank. Shift forward and lower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Step the feet together. The left leg rises. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Step the foot forward. We pivot the heel. Virabhadrasana 2. Moving through the dynamic warrior, we flip the palms. As you straighten the front leg, turn the toes, the right arm comes in front and we squat. Press the knees out, and as you suction cup the feet, neutralize the pelvis. So no arching, we scoop it down and shift the weight forward. Good, so with the right arm in front, feel the stance. Feel your boundaries right in front of your heart center. Neck is growing tall. We'll take 3 breaths here to build the heat. Inhale, 1. Exhale, belly draws in and back. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. As we exhale, we're going to shift the weight into the right leg, straightening left. Right arm up, left arm down. Bend the elbows slightly and pop the hands. Return to blocking horse. Take a big inhale. Exhale to the double block. Good, let's try it again. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale to the double block. Let's shift the weight back to the Warrior 2 position. The top arm comes down. We grab our spear, our sword, and shift forward. Feel your body, strong feet, pointing in the direction you're going for 3, for 2, and 1. Cartwheel the hands to the floor. Step back to the plank. Shift forward and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Let's see if we can put this together. Step the feet together. Right leg rises. Big inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose. We step to our Warrior 2. Inhale, we open. Warrior 2. Flip the palms. Move into blocking horse. Left arm in front. We take a big inhale. Exhale, double block. Turn the feet. Take your spear, point it in the direction that you're going. Take a big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Plank pose. Shift forward, lower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Just building a little heat on one breath. Left leg rises on the inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Step forward. Spin that back foot. Rise. Warrior 2. Flip the palms. Take a big inhale. Right arm comes in front, horse stance, squat. Taking a big inhale. Remember, right arm is going to go up, left arm is going to come down. Exhale to the double block. Good. Shift back, flossing those hips. Shift back to Warrior Two. Grab the spear. Feel the strength in this position, this shape for 3, for 2, and 1. Cartwheel the hands. Step to the plank. Shift forward, lower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Give me 3 breaths here and recalibrate. Inhale, 1. Find your focal point. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Let's bend the knees, gaze forward. Walk, step, or hop it to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold in. Sit the hips back, we sweep the arms up. Utkatasana chair. Rise. Hands to heart center. Samastitihi. Good. Let's step to the top of the mat, or the center. And let's find this horse stance. We're going to go from side to side, and we're going to add on spearing half moon. So let's bring the left hand in front. And remember, whatever hand is in front goes over the head, and we shift into double block. So this blocks a kick or a punch or a karate chop to the top of the head. Yeah. Sort of like saying, yeah, I don't think so. Block, right? If someone tried to kick my leg and I shift, I block the kick. So we do it at the same time. This is one of my favorite positions, double block stance in Primal Movement. Good. So find that left arm in front, settle in, find your boundaries. Take a big inhale together, exhale, double block. Spear the warrior, flossing hips, we turn the feet, take your spear, and find the spearing warrior. We're going to hop the back foot in and straighten the front leg. Now from here, come on to the back tiptoes and slowly shifting forward, flexing that back foot. Hello, tree. We find spearing half moon. And we're holding for 3, 2, and 1. Spearing warrior, land. Straighten the front leg, lift the toes. As we turn to center, lift the left arm, prayer touch, prayer heart center. Let's do the other side. Squat. Right arm is in front, blocking horse. Now we're going to shift to the right and block this kick and this karate chop. Ready? Come into blocking horse, guard the heart, take a big inhale, exhale, double block. Good. Shift the weight. Warrior Two. So see how that flosses the hip as we turn the feet. Top arm comes down. Grab that spear and sword and have the spear in hand. Feel the direction you're going. This is very direct. We're going to hop the back foot in. As we straighten the front leg, come to the tiptoes in the back foot. Flex the back foot. And slowly we rise, spearing half moon. Reach in all directions. 3, 2, and 1. Spearing warrior. Straighten the leg. Lift the toes. Find the prayer. Heart center. Pause. Feel the heartbeat, the passion. And let's heel toe the feet together. Lower the arms for drunk hips. One of my favorite things to release the belt channel. So movements like double block stance, shifting into a spearing warrior, we're turning the feet, reverse the direction of the hips. When you turn the feet like this is known as karanas. What happens in the foot happens in the hip. If I turn my foot out, my hip is going to externally rotate and so on. So this is a great way to not only floss the ankles, but floss the hips as they both speak to one another. Same thing with hands and arms. Good side to sides, strong feet, loose arms. Let's come center. All right, we're going to make our way down for a little stretch, and then we're going to close. Stand in Tadasana. If you had your intention, you can conjure that forth in this moment.
Find your drishti and exhale fully. Inhale, swords rise to ears. Tips touch, gazing upward. Exhale, send the heart forward and down. Press hands and bow in. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back to your plank. We're going to shift forward, lower to the belly. Point the toes. Take your right arm in a V shape out to the side. You're going to keep the head lifted, bend the left knee, and twist open and look to the left, taking the left foot behind you. Stretching the point of sadness, the pec minor. We round over our phones and desks so much. It's a great stretch to open that up. Go ahead, take a big inhale. We're going to flow through center, changing sides. Send the right arm out, left arm out, bend the right knee, and open. So we're bending the right arm, using that palm to open the chest. Breathe into that point, and then exhale, come center. Hands by the ribs, inhale, gentle upward dog. And then exhale. Take a bow, crawl the hands forward, balasana. Breathe into the back ribs and the low back. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Good. Let's shift forward. And we are going to sit in Sukhasana, easy seat. You can choose which foot is in front. If you need blocks under the knees, or maybe even a bolster, please take that. We're just going to stretch out the shoulders. The hips and legs were worked in the flow. Good. So we're going to unfurl the arms, roll the biceps back, and notice how this opens up the collarbones and the chest. Really allow the shoulder blades to slide down the back. No pulling, just open and twist the thumbs back. Feel the expression in the chest. Good. Take a big inhale and a full exhale. Good. Arms rise, prayer touch. Exhale to your right. I'll mirror you. As you press your knee, look over that back shoulder and really find your twist. Reach the hand more toward the floor so you can find stretch in the collarbone as well as in the scaling muscles on the side of the neck. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, turn the head to look at the opposite shoulder and lift the ear a little bit so you can get a stretch on the other side of the neck. From here, ground this hand that's on the knee. You're going to flip the back palm up and lean, sword arms, lean to your left. You're going to feel the QL and the opposite side light up, that sideways stretch. Now from here, shift up, bring the shoulders to center, cross the arms, grab the other leg. Now you're going to bend the elbows out as you hold the legs. Take a big inhale, and as you bend, fold in and look toward your heart. Create length in the neck. For 3. Feel the muscles in the upper back and neck opening. 2 and 1. Keep your elbows as they are, looking up. Bring the backs of the hands to touch, and then find your eagle, wrapping your left hand around and touching the palm. Lift the elbows. Press the elbows and the palms. Slide the shoulders down and really work your navel center. Good. Press that upper back open for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Open the arms, unfurl, and come back where we began. Roll those biceps out. Exhale fully. Inhale, sword arms rise, tips touch. Exhale to your left. Now wrap that hand down and use the back hand to lift the chest to turn the body. Look over the back shoulder. And as you exhale, really draw your navel back to the kidneys to nourish the batteries of your body. From here, really grounding your right hand into the knee. Flip the back arm and then turn, lean up and over. And feel the stretch here in the QL and side waist and the opposite shoulder. Good. Exhale fully. As you rise, square off the shoulders. Bring the other hand to the opposite knee. Remember, we're pulling to help open the upper back. Take a big inhale. And then, oh, hello. Exhale, fold in. Good. Looking at the heart center, try to pull your elbows apart, but keep grounding the fingers on the knees for 3, for 2,
and 1. As you inhale, keep the elbows where they are. Lift up, backs of hands touch, and then reaching your right hand around, touch the palm. Lift the elbows and press palms and elbows to release any tension in the trapezius muscle. Take a big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, audible sigh. Good. Unwind, unfurl. Good. And then place the backs of the hands on the knees. Good. First finger and thumb touch. Just take a moment and feel into the shoulders. Chin comes in and back. Good. One more breath here. And releasing exhale. Very good, everybody. Bring the hands to heart center. Close the eyes for a moment. Let your drishti be at the third eye. And if you had an intention, let that step forward one more time. Honoring your inner warrior. Feel the warmth of your practice and your presence, as well as your intention in your prayer. Honoring your warrior within. Prayer to the third eye, gazing upward, and exhale, bowing inward. Om Shanti, everyone. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in the next video where we cultivate and explore balancing warrior and the element of wood. All right, yogis. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.